Dudettes, metaphiles.
Oh, fucking metaphiles, dude.
Waka waka.
Dude, man.
Oh,
Whistle.
it's gonna be gnarly.
It's like podcast, dude.
It's like you're out there, you're podcasting, and it's like nothing else is going on, you know?
Yeah, and you're like, don't harsh my mellow. I'm fucking podcasting.
Bro, take it easy with your tie. I'm podcasting.
Dude, is that shit choking you, bro?
Bro, you need to loosen that. Buy some microphones and some webcams, bro.
Fucking coast.
Coast, bro. Coast. On a podcast, bro.
Dude, alright, wait. Okay?
Okay.
Hold on.
Hold on.
We should start a podcast.
Bro.
Oh.
Let's do it. And you know what it's gotta be called, bro.
I don't know. Oh.
It's gotta be called Investigating the Uprising of Modern Capitalist Negation Society, bro.
Investigative podcasting, normal modern capital investigation society, bro. Oh.
Subtitle Narcast.
No.
With a silent G at the beginning.
Dude.
It's gonna be tight.
Just imagine being that person.
Well, we're not that person.
Mm-mm.
We're the people who host the Metaphiles, which is this
Yeah.
podcast that talked to you.
Yeah, we know. We fooled you. Thought we were somebody else.
Yeah.
Some weird surfer people from California.
Yeah. You thought that these surfers hacked into the mainframe.
Yep, it's right through the back door.
Hijacked Metaphiles feed. But they didn't. That's not to say that a person can't be both a surfer and a hacker. It's very possible that somebody could be both.
We know this.
It would be very awesome if somebody was both.
Get your laptop all wet.
Yeah. Well, you'd have to put a wetsuit on it.
Oh, dude. Oh.
Yeah, and like, I mean, the obvious choice is Keanu Reeves because he's been both a surfer and a hacker, so he can apply his knowledge of both to the role.
Do is put them together.
Yeah, and
That's all he has to do.
And look, the surfer is also a hacker. He can be shooting guns too, so that John Wick is in there too. He can be sad about a dog.
Sure,
It's fine.
Well,
It's okay.
There's no reason why he couldn't do that.
Yeah, there's no reason. What else is he doing?
Going back in time.
Okay.
A little implausible.
Yeah. You can't go back in time before hacking or before surfing. We don't know when that started. We haven't done the surfing episode yet.
Ooh.
This is not that episode, in case anybody was wondering.
It is not, but that's not a bad idea for an episode.
Okay. Well, we'll get to that one. For this week, we're talking about hammocks. All hour, we're talking hammocks. But first, I just remembered just now. I have a pitch for a slight update to our intro.
Lay it on me.
Okay.
Lay it on me, playa.
Oh. Nope, we're not at the beach. Okay. So we say, this is the Metaphiles podcast that talks to you. I'm Zach Caffrey, Jason Ford. And this is the podcast where we take a topic and we discuss the we, the world, and the why of that topic each week. And that's what we say. So we discuss the we, the world, and the why.
Okay. That's what we already do.
But we tell them that we do that at the beginning of every episode in that clean little one sentence.
Okay, I like it.
In case there's anybody that tunes in for the first time and they're like, okay, so they're just going to talk about hammocks in them? No.
I want to know about hammocks and other people and other things, not just hammocks and these two motherfuckers. Damn it.
Yeah. So, what do you think?
I like it.
Yeah. So we'll do it. We'll pretend it's starting right now.
Okay.
Ding, 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 do, 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 do. Metaphiles. Hey, bro, gnarly, bro. Welcome to Metaphiles. It's a podcast that talks to you. I'm Zach Caffrey.
Jason Ford.
And here every week we discuss a topic. We discuss the we, the world, and the why.
Wait. Yeah. We, world.
We, world,
Why?
why. Oh, there we go. And we don't even have
We,
to say
world,
it.
why.
So we don't even need the sentence. We'll just... This is a Metaphiles podcast that talks to you where we discuss a topic.
Yeah.
So we don't need to say it.
Yeah.
Great. So there's that.
Kind of like,
Yeah.
doing the
Testicles.
crossing yourself.
Testicles, spectacles,
testicles,
wallet,
watch.
and watch.
Wait. What time is it?
I need some money.
Okay.
Okay. So
is official.
it's officially been pitched. It's officially been approved.
This is like the gavel.
Yes.
His name's Gary. Gary the gavel.
Gary the Gavel, his fist makes things official.
Mm-hmm.
And
Pretty cool.
Oh, you're official.
Gary. Oh.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Ooh, we better not make too many things official.
Gary's an asshole. That's official.
Okay. So, here on the show where we discuss the topic, let's start with the hammocks and us. When was the last time you were in a hammock?
I think my roommate had one where I used to live back in like 2018, I think it was. And it was just on the back porch. It was a nice back porch. There's just a hammock between two trees, and sat out there just like a couple times. It was just like, this is relaxing. But I'm always relaxed.
Yeah.
I don't really need help.
But you would say that the hammock is relaxing.
I mean, if whomst amongst us would deny that?
Not I.
Okay,
I
good.
would like to make it official.
All right, here we go. Gary.
I want to test Gary to know what happens if we're making something unofficial. It's like that box in Dune. You gotta stick your hand in it, but you don't wanna. And if you're me, you don't want to be reading Dune.
The Gam Jabbar.
So, okay. We'll just go with that. Dune, unofficially, is a very boring book.
Punch him, Gary. Punch him, Gary. What?
I don't know that what
You and Gary are full of shit.
Well, we don't know what Gary's thoughts on the book Dune are. We just know he seemed to like that things were unofficial. This is ongoing research.
So he hates official things and he likes unofficial things.
He gets very energized when something is official.
Mm-hmm.
When something is unofficially seemed quite sedate.
Okay.
It's a Hulk hand, by the way.
It's green, see?
It's green, it's a fist.
It's green.
We don't know how it became Gary.
We don't know his past.
Or if
ask.
Yeah, I'm sure it's shrouded in a lot of punching.
Who knows where that fist has been?
Attached to an arm, perhaps?
Uh-huh. Yeah, that could be one spot.
Yeah, but the arm of who? A judge?
Order in the court.
Order in the court, I declare this man official.
With a whole cannon. It's one of the ones that makes sound. Sorry, Gary. Order!
And by the way, if anyone knows where my actual gavel went, the batteries on this Hulk hand are running dry.
This belongs to my son, who I got it for Christmas, who I'm holding in contempt. You go to your room, I'm holding you in contempt.
In contempt of not cleaning your room, that is.
As a bailiff just at home. The bailiff is like, all right, go in your room, go in your room. A sitcom of a judge, but it's like called House Court or something. Like, what's it called? Domestic Court or something. But his house is the courtroom, and he treats his family like the defendant and the Protestant.
Yeah, he had to the defendant and the Protestant. He had to move his courtroom. The courthouse shut down.
So he's
he has to move the courtroom.
Working from home as a courtroom judge.
Yes.
Okay. This is getting good.
Yeah. And his cousin is the stenographer, because his cousin also had to move in.
Who put the toilet paper on the outside of the roll?
And why is it all covered in the last several things I said?
All you do is drink beer and go to court at our house. Start that from the record.
Don't put that down. Honey, I told you court is in session.
Court! Order in the court! She's vacuuming.
Why is it always court is in session on date night? That's what I want to know.
Justice must be served.
Well, maybe dinner must not be served.
Yeah. Dinner is served.
And that's domestic court.
Yep, and there's also it's like federal court, so it's not televised. So there's a person just sketching everything that happens.
Yeah. Have I talked about courtroom sketch artists on this show already?
Surprisingly, no.
Okay. For a little bit there were a lot of really good true crime documentaries going up on Netflix, and I was sucked into that world for a little bit.
It should be called True Crime Flicks. You know?
It really should. It really should.
And that's official.
Okay.
It officially should.
I mean, it's worth it. It's worth doing it.
Yeah.
But, so in every one of them that I saw, or most of them, not in every one, that's not official, they would get to the point where somebody was on trial. And because you can't have cameras in a courtroom, they would go to a montage of showing all the sketches from the courtroom.
Mm-hmm.
And then in a couple of them, they would talk to the courtroom sketch artists who drew these things they're showing, because they're like, we have to tell that side of the story.
Well, it's more like they go to him and like, you're painting kind of shitty. Why don't you just tell us what happened?
This is for a movie.
Yeah.
But no, the guy, in more than one, the sketch artist would be like, and I'd never drawn someone who seemed so evil. When my pencil hit the paper, it was as though Satan himself were controlling my hand.
Like he's in the courtroom like,
no, but I must. They must know.
I'm possessed by the Satan. And then it's just a mundane, very germane picture
Drawing of a person.
Yeah.
sitting. They're wearing a suit. They're in fluorescent lighting.
Normally I draw pictures of horsies and sunsets and lollipops.
And sometimes a horsey running past a sunset towards a lollipop. That was my best one.
And then I had to draw the bad man. They're all just so dramatic.
Yeah, so courtroom sketch artists, you're on notice.
Yeah, just draw the shit. Quit being such a drama queen about it. Draw something else. Go find another reason to draw if you're so affected.
Yeah, go draw. What's a place only nice people go to?
Arby's.
The Metaphiles YouTube page.
Oh, yeah.
But they don't gather at that. I mean, they do. They
It's
gather.
just kind of a check-in. Just like, hey, Metaphiles, right?
Yeah. Church. Be a church sketch artist.
Yeah.
Only good people go to church, and only good things happen.
Purportedly, allegedly.
And the devil will not get you there. He doesn't like going there.
Nope. He says, I want to fuck with that person that draws. I wish they were in court right now so I can get into their spirit and their soul.
Yeah.
They're in church and they're not drawing court shit.
Yeah. Do you think a courtroom sketch artist has ever been on trial?
Oh, and they're just like have a mirror.
Yeah, they're doing that, but meanwhile, the real person who actually its job is to draw them is doing it, and they're like, nah, I can tell from here. You're not getting me right.
They're just drawing at each other.
Stenographer just scribble, angry scribbling. Hammocks on us, Jay.
This isn't the courtroom episode. Another great episode idea, though. Litigiousness.
Yes. Ooh. Could talk about the person who first was like, found out McDonald's coffee was hot because they burned their balls on it.
Oh, ow. Oh.
Did you guys know?
Defendant says, wait, who's the motherfucker called that's not the defendant but the person that's saying they did some shit wrong?
The prosecution?
Yeah. The prosecution.
Yeah. And here's something.
This is like it's hot.
What's up? Often they will say the prosecution rests, and one place a person could rest is in a hammock. Hammocks and us. I was about to say.
Okay.
That I was about to say that I was about to say. Okay.
So you were about to say, I'm about to say.
Yes.
Okay, got it.
A while ago I was.
Well, what are you about to say?
Earlier on I was about to say that I've never been around a hammock and not lazed within or upon it for at least some amount of time. But I was at that house and I saw that hammock and I did not ever get in that hammock. And I don't know why. That's very out of character for me. And I regret it. I wish if I had one day to go back in time, that's what I'd use it on.
That would be it, huh?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I like kind of stumbled over it, but onto it, but hummus in a hammock.
Oh.
Pretty cool.
Now, is it a hammock that is filled with hummus, or you just are in a hammock having some hummus?
Hummus hammock.
Having hummus in hammock.
Now,
or
if you would excuse me, I would be having hummus in a hammock.
Forthwith.
Having hummus in a hammock.
Having hummus in a hammock.
That's our new mic check. Having hummus in a hammock.
Having hummus in a hammock. Having hummus in a hammock. Having hummus in a hammock. Having hummus in a hammock. Having hummus in a hammock.
Having hummus in a hammock. Having hummus in a hammock.
Having hummus in a hammock filled with habanero.
Harry having hummus in a hammock filled with habanero.
Harry having habanero hummus in a hammock.
Harry having habanero hummus in a hammock.
That is the new great tongue twister. Fuck Sally selling seashells. That's old.
Fuck off, Sally.
This ain't your grandpa's tongue twister.
Yeah.
This is Harry having habanero hummus in a hammock.
Harry having habanero hummus.
Drop a beat behind it.
Harry having habanero hummus in a hammock.
Can
Harry
you drop me a
having
beat?
Okay.
You are better beatboxing than I am, so. Harry having habanero hummus in a hammock. But
This isn't the hummus episode.
it's not. It is the hammock episode.
Uh-huh.
It's not the Harry episode either.
Oh.
But we will eventually get to an episode that's just about Harry's. Harry's and
Ooh,
us.
Harry's and us.
But
this motherfucker named Harry.
there could be a lot of nice fellas in that episode. We don't know.
We don't know. We don't know.
But apart from my greatest regret in life, which is that I didn't get in the hammock at your house,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know that there's any other instance of me being around a hammock that I didn't get in it for at least a little bit.
I see a hammock, I'm like, I don't know, I guess I'm just like, I don't want to like figure out how to balance myself on that shit, and then when you're on it, you just gotta like, well, I'm gonna have to get out of this shit without cracking my skull.
Oh, wow. This is a portent of segment 3, perhaps.
I don't want it to be.
Okay.
Am I gonna crack my fucking skull open?
No, that I see a hammock, I run towards it. You see a hammock, you stay where you are, or walk towards it, but not with intent.
I will get in a hammock, no problem. I'll even enjoy it. But it's just seeing one. It's not like I'm just like yeah, I can just sit down in a chair. All I got to do is this.
God, that made me mad.
Oh,
To say that a hammock is no better than a chair.
well, like I said earlier.
Oh, I want to make something official pointed in this direction is what I want to do right now.
Do it.
No, I won't misuse Gary's power that way.
Please don't.
Wouldn't be fair to him.
Well, like I said earlier, I don't have any trouble relaxing. I don't need the help of a hammock. I can relax, in a courtroom. I can relax in a line waiting for a cup of regular coffee, not a latte or anything like that, just a regular cup of coffee put around by a bunch of people. And they're screaming, this isn't a double macchiato. And
That's a
I'm
hard
not.
situation to relax in.
Yeah, because they're just screaming and screaming.
Yeah. What's another place you could relax?
And I'm sitting there like, huh?
What's another place you could relax?
Oh, let's see, the back of an Uber. I don't give a shit. Pretty much anywhere. The real question is, where's the place I can't relax?
Yeah. Well, before we answer that question,
Yeah.
I have a theory.
Okay. A theory for what?
My magnetism towards a hammock. Laying down.
Laying down. Hummus.
I don't see them as often as I'd like. Never have owned one myself. Never had two trees close enough together.
Okay.
You are from a land where I feel like the hammocks are probably more plentiful than my own homeland.
Florida, the land of hammocks. That's right.
Yeah.
That's what it's
Is
known
Florida
as.
the hammock state?
Yeah. Yep. Wait. Have we previously assigned it?
I do not.
I don't think
know.
we have. I feel we would remember.
It seems like
remember
it, but I'm not sure.
It just feels like we should have, but we haven't.
This is one of those times where we need somebody to have started a Wikipedia about our show, where they keep track of all the stuff for us,
I know.
and we could just pull it up. So please, just at the very least, just do the what all the states are page of it. The rest we'll get to.
We'll just get Wikipedia on the line. We probably have to give them money. They're always asking for money.
Yeah. Stop dodging the question. Are there more hammocks in Florida?
I think so. Yeah. Oh yeah. You'd be like a pig in slop down there. Yeah.
Oh man. I just would be going from house to house.
Hey, can I sit in your hammock?
It's not weird. I'm just magnetized to it.
Mhm.
I'm not going to eat any hummus if that's what you're thinking.
My name's Harry. I'm a member of Hammocks, the terrorist group.
Ooh.
Hamas Harry having habanero hummus in a hammock.
I don't want to drop the beat. So, yeah,
Sick
you
of H's.
with Hammocks and us, you probably got a little bit just too used to them. To me, they're still very much a novelty.
That could be it. Yeah, that really could be it. And maybe my reluctance to get into a hammock goes back to maybe nothing comes to mind, but maybe as a kid I was like, I don't know how to get into that because it was as tall as my head.
Yeah.
Little Florida J head. So it was like intimidating for me from a very young age because I was so small. Maybe that's still hanging out in the hammock system of my brain.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. There are not really child height hammocks.
There should be.
Well, you would need two trees that are very close together.
Mm-hmm.
And that just doesn't happen.
In Florida, sometimes it happens. Palm trees can grow pretty close together.
Approximately the height of a child plus a few inches close together.
Yeah.
That's how I measure things, is in child height.
Yeah.
I say, how many child heights away are you?
About 1/900th of a Walmart, I would say.
You think if 900 children laid across a
Head to toe,
Walmart,
there'd be about
put
900.
the bottom of the feet on the top of one's head, 900 children equals one Walmart?
Yeah, I would think so, but we don't have to guess.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Yes, we do.
No, we don't.
Yes, we do.
There it is.
Oh, weird. The fact tube showed something completely different.
This thing ain't working right. I mean, it's the fact tube, not the fucks up when you want to know something tube.
You're right.
It's not that hard, man. You just got to Google average
Oh,
interior dimensions of a Walmart, average height of a 5-year-old child.
You're right.
Come on, man.
You're right, and that's why they did see what they wanted to see, and all the other stuff was a joke. I thought it was something I was going to have to Photoshop. Again, sorry to break the fourth wall of the fact tube. I didn't want to have to sit there and Photoshop 900.
Come on!
But I can do the math, sure.
Okay, good. I mean, just the facts, man. That's all
Just
it
the
really
facts.
needs to go
The
on.
fact tube can do the math, and it showed us it already, and the rest of it was...
It's automatic. You just turn it on and it shows it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, because we're discussing how the fact tube works,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
do you think the fact tube would show us what the inside of the fact tube looks like?
Ooh.
And do we want to see that?
The bits in there?
Yeah, the bits.
Do we?
I don't know.
The gutty works?
Is it like, will it ruin the magic?
I think so.
Okay. Sorry.
Okay, how about this? I'll turn it on for like a split second.
Okay. Yeah. Just...
Whoa.
Oh, wow. And that was probably enough to be mind-blowing.
Yeah. Either that or the hammock would have to be about, I don't know, maybe 60 beans if you're in Britain.
Yep.
Poppy seeds, about maybe 500 poppy seeds.
Probably, yep.
Maybe 1/80th of the queen.
Yep.
Something like
Yeah.
that.
1/1000th of our love for the queen. Do we have to stop saying the queen?
Nah, man,
Because
she's dead.
well, no, that's why I'm asking.
Because of that?
That's why I'm asking if we have to stop. Since the creation of this show and our love of
Events have
British
transpired.
accents.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is it?
Nah,
You
man.
think it matters?
There's a lot of queens.
Yeah.
you know?
Anytime we've ever
There's a lot
said
of queens
it,
watching this show.
absolutely there are. Every time we've said it, also we were referring to the band Queen. In case that wasn't clear.
Sure.
who will never die.
Nope.
Galileo.
Exactly. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad that's official. Oh. Welcome to Leia Players. I think a cool.
Oh, look. There's a hammock on Leia Players Beach this week.
I'll be right back. I'm going to chill in the hammock. Okay, so
Yes.
cool one would be.
Well, what is Leia Players?
Leia Plays is a part of the podcast where I pitch an idea for another podcast that may be better than this podcast. Potentially. Who knows?
I just know the fans would have been very disappointed if they didn't hear that.
Man, fuck them fans. I'm just joking. That's unofficial. Unofficial.
Give him a second.
Later, Gary. I think a cool podcast would be the Congestion Pod. Welcome back to the Congestion Pod. This week we're talking about cough drops from the the manufacturer Hall's cough drops.
Halls.
Give me a second.
I also enjoy a Halls lozenge.
The Halls makes the best lozenges.
Their lozenges are top notch. Top notch lozenge from Halls.
Sometimes when I'm not sick, I wish I was, so I could do the Halls lozenges.
Do you think that I mean, we've been doing this show for a couple of years now.
Been doing it for a long time.
And we've been sick the whole time.
We've been sick the whole time.
And sometimes I wonder if it's psychosomatic.
So you're saying that because we're doing this podcast, that's why we're sick?
I mean, it doesn't make sense that we'd be sick for this long.
I don't know anybody else that's been sick for this long.
It's gotta be a world record. What if we change the name of the podcast?
Let's check the snot tube.
Oh. Whoa. It's always the same thing on the snot tube every time.
We should stop turning it on.
We should. I think maybe that's what's making us sick.
Oh, yeah?
Maybe. There's gotta be some explanation.
Well, let me try it out.
Okay, unplug the snot tube.
Oh, man. Do you suppose maybe we should end the podcast since we're no longer sick?
It seems only fair. Otherwise, we'd be fooling ourselves.
Well, we hope you've enjoyed the Congestion Pod.
It's been a fine few years.
All you sickos.
All you sickos, you fuckheads.
You hypochondriacs.
I want to, of course, thank Slammin' Sammy, our sound man.
I'd like to also thank Booger McGavin.
Quite.
Our producer.
Quite.
Thank you, Booger.
Yes. And the whole Mucus crew
Yes.
we can't forget them.
They clean up the studio every week, but of course they have missed this week. They didn't do the cleaning last night, unfortunately.
And of course, we'll never forget that all the times that they slipped and fell on their bottoms, and we had quite a chuckle.
Quite a laugh.
Oh, are you all right?
Well, I'm perfectly fine.
Ship shape?
Well, I thought I had some hand sanitizer around here.
We had to hand sanitizer.
Well, they didn't come by and clean
Oh,
last night,
oh
so we
my
might.
goodness. Slammin' Sammy, can we get some hand Sunny? Sammy?
In the book.
Sammy!
Think about it.
Sammy! We'll be right back. We're back. We're back now.
We're back on a podcast.
We're back on the show. It's Hammocks.
Is this? What voice is this?
I don't want to say.
Oh.
But I can tell you what I do want to say.
Oh, AH.
Ah.
That old shit heel.
That just made me think of Norm Macdonald. He seems like a real jerk. Miss you, Norm.
Yeah.
Let's not think about it. Let's think about hammocks and the world. I bet Norm laid in so many hammocks throughout his life.
Sure hope so.
I sure hope he did. That's pretty good. Pretty nice.
Pretty good hammock.
I could lay in this for a while. Etymology, Jay.
Okay.
The
well,
word.
it must be like the inventor's name. Surely.
Shirley Hammock.
I'm sure my name's Shirley, and I do wish I could lay down or sit down, but not in any type of existing chair or furniture.
Oh my goodness, I've accidentally nailed my sheet to 2 trees.
It is suspended quite nicely.
Wait a minute. This gives me an idea.
I could... Never mind.
I will name it after myself. It will be called the Shirley. And that's the etymology.
Cool. She's also Greek.
Oh.
Shirley was a Greek person.
Yeah. She was Greek and Egyptian and Chinese.
I can eat my hummus. And wait, hummus isn't Greek. What am I I'm thinking of tzatziki sauce.
Hummus isn't Greek?
Is it?
I think so.
Ooh.
We better save it for the hummus episode.
All right.
The alternate etymology, hammock comes from hammaca, the Spanish, which finds its origins in indigenous Caribbean Taino and Arawak peoples. Hammaca with a K, meaning stretch of cloth. And for this one that is the world, it really is going to take us to various parts of the world.
Let's go on a little trip.
Let's go on a trip. And we begin, of course, in Europe.
Okay.
Sort of. Around 404 BC, Athenian politician Alcibiades used to hang his galley bed from ropes. Don't know why.
It's a cheeky galley bed from ropes.
Cheeky. That's like the classic metaphiles back and forth.
Cheeky.
In the Old English hexateuch, you know what the hexateuch is?
I'm not that old.
He's really not.
The hexateuch.
The hexateuch. The hexateuch is the first 6 books of the Bible, aka the Torah.
Oh, yeah. Who calls it the hexateuch? The hexa what?
People who like to call it that.
Sure.
But in the Old English version of the hexateuch, which was the Old English people's attempts to, English it up, that one had illustrations in it.
Hermetic endeavors.
Yes.
Illustrations.
Yes. Cheeky. And one several such illustrations showed Joseph. We all know him.
Oh, Big Joe.
Big Joe.
Papa Joe.
The Seth Man. Papa Joe the Seth Man.
Papa Joe the Seth Man.
Hey, back here with Papa Joe the Seth Man.
Who had sex with my wife?
Go ahead and call in if you did, please. It's they're not gonna give you that many more chances to do this, and I still don't know.
I don't believe that shit in the Bible. It's not immaculate, I'll tell you that much. Next caller.
Nothing in our house is immaculate, I can tell you that much right now. All right.
To the soundboard.
the Old English hexatook showed Big Papa Joe the Seth Man. He would be in a thing. It's like a cart. Okay, it's on wheels, but in the middle of the wheels, in the chassis, hammock in the chassis. Joseph laying in the chassis, laying in a hammock that's on wheels, mobile hammock. That blew my fucking mind.
Well, it'd be swinging back and forth a little too much, don't you reckon? But it wouldn't matter because the inertia keeps the centrifugal shit all centrifugal.
Yeah.
It keeps Big Papa Joe where he needs to be, right in that comfy hammock.
His centrifugal.
Is it coin time already?
It's coin time. Oh, we haven't had coin time in a little bit because we were recording on the wrong day. Coin time.
All the coins. There's all these coins.
It's all the
falling
coins.
Down. Whoa.
And that's been coin time. Hammock on wheels, Jay.
That sounds pretty cool.
I want one.
Yeah.
That should be an option on Uber.
Oh.
Uber hammock.
Ooh, okay, I'd get in that hammock.
Yeah.
I'd get in that hammock.
You already can relax in an Uber, but imagine.
Fall asleep in an Uber.
Oh
they're like,
goodness.
so where are you heading? I'm like,
I'm going to head just anywhere that's 40 minutes away, please.
yeah. So, you driving for a long time?
Now, in a later book called The Luttrell Psalter.
Nice book. Nice book.
Shows a canvas sling attached to hooks or hitches, and here we go.
Here we go.
Dutch historian of technology Andre Sleeswyck.
Nice.
Fella. I want to know more about this guy.
Andre Sleeswyck.
Andre Sleeswyck. Dutch historian of technology. Oh, baby. Sleeswyck.
Andre, you dog.
Sleeswyck, come on the show if you're still alive.
Yeah, come on, buddy.
He says that these images of the canvas sling in this Luttrell Psalter, which apparently was a very popular thing.
It was a what now?
It's
a neutral salter?
Luttrell Psalter with PSAL. That's all. It's
Okay.
It's like a thing. It's like a thing. Picture a thing. Sure. It's like that. He says, Sleeswyck says, that people saw this so much that is probably why the idea of canvas attached to two things spread its way through Europe so much and made its way to the Navy and became very popular with European navies.
Okay.
He says this has nothing to do with the fact that the hammock twist already existed in other places in the world already separately.
Everybody had the amazing idea at the same time.
Yeah. I mean,
Okay.
if nobody had ever invented the hammock, don't you think we would have invented the hammock by now?
Yeah. Yeah, just like if nobody had invented Hulk Fist.
We would have
Like,
done it.
Why is there no green foam fist that you can wear over your normal fists to do some Hulk fisting with?
And meanwhile, across the world, a young man named Stan Lee is thinking, oh, what if there was a big green man?
What if
Excelsior!
What if there was a man with big green fists and the rest of him was big and green too?
But mostly the fists, but also the whole thing.
Starting from the fists.
But not all the time. I mean, The hands all the time. No.
No.
None of it the whole time.
Because then he would have big green hands and a normal body.
Okay, so none of it the whole time. But then when it happens, all of it happens, but mostly the fists, but all of it.
And he'll say, you wouldn't like me when my fists get big and green.
Because also, the rest of me gets big and green too. Excelsior.
I'm going to write a whole book about it. Excelsior.
38? Episode 38? Mm-hmm. First Stanley impression of the podcast.
I think it's pretty spot on.
I think he'll be back. So, European navies, they're loving the hammock. They travel to the New World. Guess what? There's hammocks over there already, but they're not making them out of canvas because they saw it on a salter. They are making theirs. They're nettings, and they're made out of tree bark, and then later sisal fibers.
Sisal fibers.
Sisal
fibers.
Which a sisal is a kind of tree.
Yeah, I know.
You've seen it.
Yeah.
It's like, imagine the trunk of a palm tree, but it's pretty short.
Okay.
And then a bunch of really just spike leaves come out all off the top of it like a hedgehog.
I think I know the exact tree you're talking about,
Yes.
actually. I think so.
Yeah.
Okay.
So pull all those spiky leaves off.
Okay.
Weave them all together.
Ooh.
2 trees. Hammock.
Sit down.
Hammock.
Sit down in that son of a bitch. Get yourself
Sit
some
down.
hummus.
Lay down. Get hummus.
Yeah. Fucking coast.
But theirs were used not for naval purposes, which we'll get to in a second.
Just for chilling purposes?
Well, they provided safety from disease transmission through insect, animal, and snake bites.
Oh.
You can't just be laying on the ground.
Oh, yeah.
A sick snake will bite you. Then you'll be sick.
Snake's like, what the fuck?
And a snake cannot cover its mouth, as you
can't.
just did.
So, yeah, I can't put on a mask?
Can't do anything.
Interesting.
A snake can never cover a sneeze. None of that.
Can't eat a cough drop.
It could.
Well, it could, but, well, yeah.
It can eat a whole cow.
It couldn't suck on
in
a
one
cough drop.
bite.
Yeah?
It couldn't suck on it.
Yeah.
A snake can't.
You can't just swallow a whole cough drop like an ibuprofen. It just doesn't work.
Not gonna work. You poop it out before the effects.
There's some kind of fart cough joke in there. Big laugh, but
Yeah.
Moving on.
By 1590, back there over in Europe, and all conjoined up now, the Navy, they love hammocks because they save space on the deck. They also move with the current. You don't get seasick. Also, you don't fall out of it, break your head open, which a lot of was happening before that. They would have sailors on a bed, boat rocks, sailor falls out of bed.
Bunk beds, yeah.
Yeah. And it's always fighting over who gets the top bunk. And then guess what? Guy on the top bunk, ship tilts, he falls,
Cracks
breaks his
his
head
shit
open.
straight up, and they'd make it across the English Channel with like half the people.
Yeah, and then they lose the battle.
Yep.
Not anymore. Now there's hammocks.
Hell yeah.
This. Also, they figured out, you build the hammock, the canvas from the hammock. That also can be a flotation device now.
What? No.
And that's only one of many hammock innovations that we're going to learn about.
Ah.
Now we're going to travel to some different parts
Let's go.
of the Americas, basically. This was how it was all laid out on the internet as I was looking at it. Mexican Mayan was a heading. In villages surrounding the Yucatan, there's a heavy industry of making hammocks that are sold worldwide. Mayans did not themselves enjoy the hammock, but hammocks did exist in the Yucatan before the Spanish invasion occurred. Don't know what the window is there, but that seemed important by whoever pointed it out.
Sure. Don't give the Spanish credit for it, you know.
Yeah. Yes. But also don't give the Mayans credit for it, I guess. But in the Yucatan, the hammocks are such a part of life and culture that all homes, big and small, have hammock hooks in them. Everybody has a hammock. Everybody does in these villages.
Bunch of chill people, I'll tell you that.
Yes.
I have little doubt.
In El Salvador, the largest producer / exporter of hammocks, in the city of, I think it's the city of San Salvador, it sits in the Valley of the Hammocks, so named because native peoples used hammocks to repel earthquakes there.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
They're like, oh, there's an earthquake. I'm just going to chill out.
Mm-hmm. Let's just get gently rocked.
Yeah. There goes my house. Just crumbling.
It's all right.
I'll rebuild it later.
Yeah, I'm build a house out of hammocks. It's cool.
Yeah.
In Venezuela, here's where we get to major hammock innovations. You ready for all this?
I think so.
Venezuelan hammocks. They used panels made of breathable material using something called false cotton, then later nylon, which prevented the onset of fungal infections due to rain and high humidities.
Oh.
They built them to protect against scorpions, snakes, mosquitoes, flies by using finely woven sandfly netting over top of the hammock. This prevented malaria and something called screwworm.
Oh.
They also invented waterproof top sheets for a hammock, drip strings, so that the water flowing from the tree does not go down the string that connects to your hammock, it goes down a different string.
Wow.
They also figured out that you can put repellents on the string so that bugs can't even crawl to you that way.
Did they ever leave their hammock? Because it sounds like they would fucking die if they did. It's like life support pods. Jesus.
I'm gonna go out and see the world.
Don't leave the hammock. You're crazy.
Oh, I've been instantly bitten by several bugs, mosquitoes, flies, snakes, scorpions.
Everything bad that could possibly happen that we designed these hammocks to keep us safe from just happened when I left the hammock.
But I also saw the sun.
The what?
The sun. So in olden times, when there was all scientists, geologists, adventurers, and the like exploring these places, they loved these Venezuelan hammocks. They were like, this is the perfect hammock.
They sound pretty high end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This was at a time where your job could be adventurer.
How
what
cool is
the
that shit,
fuck, man? Come on.
Yeah, I quit my job. Oh yeah, what are you gonna do? I'm just
You left Kinko's?
Yeah. Quit my job at Kinko's. I'm gonna try adventuring. I'm just gonna go and see all kinds of shit, crazy shit that happens, and just try not to get killed.
Yeah. Were you gonna find gold in old temples or something?
All kinds of shit. Golden temples. There's no insurance. I'll tell you that much. It's like kind of like the opposite of insurance. Really.
Yeah.
The benefits are like.
I mean, aren't you worried about malaria and screwworm and stuff?
Well, that's like starting pay. But after that, we get into like squids from the depths and stuff like that. I'm trying to work up to that.
Sure, yeah.
That's where I see myself in 5 years.
Yeah, being a squid.
Well, being a victim of a squid ship attack.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
hopefully not a victim, because then I would just keep adventuring and like survive that, and maybe go from that on to like giant snow monsters on the North Pole. That's the ultimate goal. I mean, everybody wants to do that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, is there a lot of gold there?
I mean, hopefully there's gold at like any point along, because that's like kind of the only.
I mean, I guess it's up to you to find it, because nobody knows where it is.
It's not a Kinko's.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we did just get several reams of gold leaf paper that I'm pretty excited about. I mean, I'm gonna actually, don't tell the boss, but I'm gonna make my own stationery using some of it. So I'm kind of an adventurer too, you know. I'm kind of living on the edge as well.
We're kind of crazy here at Kinko's.
We get a little nuts. We get fucking wild at Kinko's. I don't want to hear about it.
Tomorrow is Shannon's birthday. There's gonna be a cake.
Yeah, but it's gonna say, sorry, you're over the hill, and she's turning 31. So we get fucking crazy at Kinko's.
But we like to play hard too.
Yes, we do. These insanely good hammocks.
Just jump right back in.
This design, it was spread by these scientists, geologists, and adventurers, and it was eventually adopted by the U.S. Army and even the Marines.
The hammock.
Yeah, what?
The hammock.
Why is it
Because it's like an iPhone for hammocks.
The Army.
Well, I mean, just like the hammock is like an iPhone for hammocks because it's like very innovative.
Okay, I thought you got the Army confused with Apple.
Oh, nah.
Yeah. Which one was Steve Jobs part of?
Apple?
Yes. Which one would enjoy the smell of napalm in the morning?
Apple?
We gotta move on.
Those kids aren't making those iPhones right. They're getting their asses napalmed.
India has they would have ceiling mounted hammocks for a baby.
Oh, that's cool.
The mama puts the baby up in the hammock in the ceiling. It's cool up there. It's cooler up there than it is down there.
Mm-hmm.
In some parts of Brazil, they will use a hammock to carry a corpse to a cemetery, or even as the coffin.
That's real chill.
This was also something of sailors would do. Is you have been spending so much time on sea in your hammock.
They'd sew you up in your hammock, right?
So, yeah.
Put a stitch through your nose. The last one.
So that you and the hammock can never be separated, even in the afterlife.
Must have been some bitchin' hammocks they had there.
I mean, yeah.
Jeez.
Now we got just 3 more little facts here. One of them's a world record.
Biggest hammock ever?
That's right.
Oh.
This record was set in 2015. It was the first time anybody had attempted to set the record. So,
gotcha, okay.
I watched a video.
I was thinking Boca Raton, Florida, but it's like one big hammock.
Are you allowed to say that?
What?
I mean, you're from Florida. Are you allowed to fuck with Boca Raton?
Yeah, yeah.
It's not like the head family there?
Nah.
Okay. So I watched a little 2-minute video where actress Malin Ackerman of screen and probably stage, she was in Watchmen and stuff, Children's Hospital. It was a video of her being like, "I'm so excited to be here in New Jersey. I love the Guinness Book of World Records
of screen, stage, and the New Jersey exposition of the Book of Guinness World Records."
And she's like, "It's so exciting to be part of a Guinness World Record because I love them." And she's
hell of an actress.
Hell of an actress, because she really did seem like she liked it. And then it cuts to a lady who works for Guinness World Records. And she said, essentially, nobody ever wanted to do this, so they're going to win.
Somebody's like, all right, fine.
All they have to do is take a real hammock and make one that's 10 times bigger. That's all they need to do to win the thing that nobody wanted to win. And Melon Ackerman was like, can they do it? And yes, they did do it.
Oh, God.
It was 68 feet and 4 inches long by 30 feet and 10 inches wide. And then Malin Ackerman gets up there, and she sat on the edge of it. And it was very big, and she looked very small in it.
And she...
And all of it was... Oh, go ahead.
I was just going to say, there's never been an actress more relaxed about their career dying by the second.
Yeah. But she loved the Guinness Book of World Records, and she was so excited to be in New Jersey. So if she did die that day, she would have
breaking
died.
a leg. Yeah.
Should have broken a leg all the way up to heaven. And so then it turns out, like, they announced that it won 30 seconds into this video. They didn't really keep the suspense going. And then the rest of the video...
They're like, just tell them.
Yeah. I mean, they won because nobody else would ever try to do this. So
like,
just you won.
Just
And so then the rest of the video was Malin Ackerman talking about how she loves to play the game Paradise Island on her phone, which the whole hammock was built as a stunt to promote this game app called Paradise Island. And she talked about how much she loves to play the game on her phone in between takes because it's a chance for her to just get away from it all.
Give her an Emmy at least.
For a hammy.
A hammy.
The use of hammocks on ships. How do I say this that I build the narrative properly? I don't want to be like this giant hammock video where I mess it up and give away the good part too fast. Okay, there was these two guys. They were going on a big long trip, and they were going on a trip in a ship. And on the ship, they were just sleeping, and they were cold on the ship. With the surface they were sleeping on was cold. And so the people who had designed the ship for them said, okay, we're going to design a new ship, and on the new ship, we're going to put hammocks on the ship like they used to on boats. This ship was not a boat. This ship was Apollo 11. And on Apollo 12,
whoa,
motherfucking hammocks in space, Jay.
What? Whoa.
That's how you tell a story.
Dude, that's cool.
Hammocks in space.
Oh, that makes sense. That's so cool. Imagine that.
Hammocks in space.
You got your old wooden soggy piece of shit going and gonna shoot some giant steel balls at some Spanish motherfuckers. Fast forward, about 500.
We will go to the moon. And the other thing.
You fast forward to the other thing. Wait, well, the thing before the other thing go to the moon. About 450 years, 460 some years. Okay. You're in space on the same fucking shit in the little tin can going to the fucking moon made of cheese. Wow.
And you're and you're going, Houston, I'm in a hammock. And I didn't think of that before just now. I didn't. Houston, I'm in a hammock.
So they could talk on the radio from the hammock?
I mean, yeah. I don't know why he was wearing the helmet. Houston, I'm in the hammock, but I am wearing the helmet.
Throwing a whole space suit on the hammock?
Yeah, because it looks cool. You don't think they thought it looked cool?
I don't doubt it for a second.
We get fucking crazy at Kinko's. Medical research, Jay,
okay,
has suggested that the gentle rocking motion of the hammock leads the sleeper to sleep faster and deeper than a stationary mattress. Medical science pro hammock.
I'll believe that shit in a second. That's just common sense.
Yeah.
It's rocking you back and forth. Come on now.
Like a little baby.
In space.
In space, on the sea, on land, in the jungle, everywhere. Hammocks. And the world.
Maybe we should get hammocks instead of beds. I'm starting to think about it.
I might want to get hammocks instead of our stools. Do the show from a hammock from now on.
Ooh. That'd be so fun.
Do we want one hammock each or one big one we share it?
We'd have to get one hammock each.
Okay. Because, I don't want to be concerned if we're rocking the wrong amount.
Perfectly placed so that our microphones don't move and our heads and end up right here, but just horizontally.
Yeah, and we will learn to drink from our mugs that way.
Yeah, and I can still reach the fact tube.
Yeah.
And
the rust bowl. You might have to ding the rust bowl with your foot. So practice that for a while.
Okay.
Already good at it. This is gonna work. We'll be right back. We're gonna go work. We gotta go work on this. We'll be right back.
Yeah.
We're back. I don't have a funny way to say it this time. We are.
We're just back.
We just are. And I'm starting the timer. It's started. We're back. None of this is like, I'm not trying to bring anybody down. It's not about that. I'm just saying I couldn't think of a funny voice or anything, and I didn't do the timer last time. Didn't have a funny voice. Did start the timer. None of this is to indicate that it's like, oh, the show is not gonna be fun anymore.
Yeah, it's still gonna be fun.
It's gonna be the most fun it's been the whole time, probably.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna No, it's not like that. It's just that I didn't have a funny voice. That's all. Sometimes we just are back, and
sometimes we're just back,
and we are now. So, hi, and it's Hammocks. Why?
Mm-hmm. Why? Yeah, we did the Hammocks, and then we did
I'm gonna do the huh.
Why?
We did the wait. We did the huh. The huh.
Mm-hmm.
Now we do the
why.
Why?
Why?
Why Hammocks?
Based on a research section, there's a plethora of reasons why.
My goodness.
All kinds of reasons.
Yeah.
They're almost an invention of necessity.
Yeah.
Which, of course, you might argue all inventions are, but especially a hammock.
Well, I know that Andre Sleazy? What was it?
Andre Sleazy.
Andre Sleazy.
His second album was pretty good.
Another one. I wish I could do a good Dutch accent. Another one.
Yeah.
Would that be it? Or is that Swedish?
I don't know.
How do the Dutch sound?
I think they sound like it is the Dutch. They almost sound like Italians, but it's a little bit more northern Italy, and it's almost kind of weird like South Africa.
But they're not. But that's not Swedish.
I think no. That's probably Swedish. I don't know, man. I haven't been to Europe in ever, so.
Yeah, me neither. Didn't know that I could be on a hammock the whole trip. Now I do know. Now I'm gonna go.
I booked the flight between segments, actually.
Well,
not the flight. The
sail.
The sail. The rock.
I booked a sail over to.
Booked a sail
to Dutch.
Hey man, you got a vacation coming up, huh? Yeah, I booked a sail over to Dutch. Okay, have a good time.
Booked a sail to Dutch.
See you later, shithead. I'll be back from Dutch.
Yeah, I might come back. Might stay there in Dutch. When one pays half of the bill, that is called going Dutch.
Oh yeah?
Yes.
I did not know that.
Yeah, we'll save it for the Dutch episode.
Let's go Dutch. Yeah, that'd be a good episode. Dutch people got those shoes. They talk in an accent that we don't even know what it is.
Yeah, we'd have to learn that accent before the episode for sure.
I could do that.
Yeah. If we ever did an episode, the British, we're ready right now. I don't even need to do research.
Yeah.
We just could go.
Well, I want to go in here, but I'm going to save it until that episode because we got to do that.
Do we want to do just a little teaser of it? No, let's not.
Well,
every week we do the teaser. People know.
Every week we got to make fun of them. They deserve it.
Well, I love them, but I like doing the accent. Yeah.
Go Dutch on that.
Okay. Yeah. And I mean, by the end of the segment, we will learn if we're going to go Dutch on hammocks because it still is seeming a little dicey to me.
Nah.
Probably not, right?
Nah.
Just you scared me in segment 1 when you were like, I don't need a hammock. I get worried I'm going to get into one and fall out of it.
I think you were right about just there always being a hammock because I'm from Florida. So it was the hammock, whatever. Get about that.
It was your Florida bias yet again.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whereas my West Virginia bias does not.
Pepperoni rolls and meth.
Meth. Yummy.
I'm so addicted. So terrible. This man's clearly on meth. We need backup.
No, it just tastes so good. This is bad. Let's move on.
It's so funny. Ooh, meth. Ooh. So stupid.
Why the hammock? Let's jump back to hammocks in space. All right?
Okay. Sure.
The hammock has protected all peoples in the jungle, on the sea,
Mm-hmm.
in space.
In any climate that is inclement.
Absolutely. We already know from Joseph, Big Joe,
Papa Joe,
the Seth
man.
You can have mobile hammock, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Take it anywhere.
Here's what I'm going to propose.
All right. Okay. Also, Apollo 12, Apollo 11. That's a hell of a mobile hammock.
Extremely. I'm combining the two.
Oh, okay. What do you got?
I think enough of us, I don't know how many that is, but enough of us need to get together, get on a spaceship. On the spaceship, there are hammocks.
Yeah.
Get in your hammock, take a long nap, wake up, get in the rover hammock, rove around Mars. We're going to Mars. Hammocks on Mars.
On a rover, hammocking. Yeah.
Hammocks on Mars by 2026.
And they just go down there and there's no plan to come back.
No.
They just stay there on the hammocks.
Yes. You're in a hammock. What are you coming back?
Where, you guys gonna come back to Earth anytime soon?
No, it's pretty cool over here.
Yeah.
Man. It's pretty fun. It's all red.
You gotta try this hummus. Build another spaceship and get over here so you can try this hummus.
There was a pretty recently, they sent a rover, didn't have a hammock on it, but they sent a rover to Mars, and it had a live feed.
Yeah, it did.
And I tuned into
only
it.
fans on Mars?
Yes.
It's a Martian rover with an OnlyFans.
Click here to see me on the Red Planet. Subscribe to the Red Planet.
Oh, yeah.
But I tuned in to the live feed. I was like, I'm going to watch this thing roll around on Mars.
Sure. Should be interesting.
Should be.
Yeah.
But, well, I was like, I'm going to tune in. It's just going to be rocks and stuff. I'm not going to watch it for a long time, but I will be looking at Mars, POV.
Yeah, pretty cool.
Seemed like it would be. But because I've watched too many movies in my life, and I'm such a sci-fi fan and everything, I tuned in, and it was like literally my first thought before, like, the majesty of, oh, it's incredible, it's Mars. My first thought was, it's not as red as I thought it would be.
Yeah, not quite red, is it?
It's not red enough. Can we post-production this a little?
Yeah. Slap a filter on the OnlyFans at
We
least.
need a little up that saturation meter,
Yeah.
please. It's yeah.
This isn't red.
What an asshole I felt like when I realized that was.
Oh, it's hilarious.
Could be redder.
Let's go back.
3 out of 5 stars for space travel.
It looked better online. It's so annoying that it isn't red.
It's more the yellow planet.
Mars should be called the shitty, barely see anything and it's all gray and not red planet.
Yeah, but that being said, I am willing to go on the Mars hammock trip. I don't think I want to start an OnlyFans up there, because I don't think I'm going to be able to provide the kind of content people are looking for.
You can't take your spacesuit off, that's for damn sure.
Yeah, not even the bottoms.
Not very scintillating.
Not even the bottoms of it.
Maybe just for do a moon for Mars. Just a quick moon.
Moon for Mars. Yeah.
Dude, if you were on Mars, the dark side of the moon would be the bright side of the moon.
Bro.
Oh, fuck.
Fuck. Yeah. What do you think? What do you think of my mission? My Mars mission. Hammocks on Mars. 2026.
I don't think there's anything that could possibly go wrong.
Yeah.
And you gotta relax.
You have to.
So we're like, well, Elon Musk is like, let's go to Mars. It's like, well, Not if I'm going to be stressed the fuck out the whole time, all tense and like, fuck, I'm on Mars.
Oh, the dials on the control panel.
Like, what the fuck?
This one's blinking, then it isn't.
Yeah. Where's the hammock? It's not red. Where's the hammock?
There's another thing that's sort of in line with that, where I just caught myself thinking something stupid.
That's like this whole podcast.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is where I catch it in the moment instead of later when I'm rewatching myself. I was watching these two sci-fi shows concurrently, and they both took place in space, but sometimes in both of them there was an episode where the people who live in space, they went back to Earth.
That's like a required of every...
You have to.
Yeah, you got to.
Because budgets, I'm sure.
Yeah,
the reason.
Let's do this episode out behind the back lot in the woods back there.
Yeah.
It's California.
How about instead of planet Zabalak, this week they go to Hollywood Boulevard, because...
And they're back in time, and yeah. It's right over there.
Yeah. But with at least one of these, it may have even happened twice, but with at least one, I was watching a bunch of them in a row. They're in space, adventures, love it. They go to the episode where they go to Earth, and I was like, okay, they filmed this one on Earth. And I really did think that for a second.
Yeah, well, that's why it's the Earth's theme song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they filmed it on Earth. The sci-fi show, it is a show.
Yeah.
But mostly they film it in space. But this one, they filmed it on Earth.
El Camino in the background.
So dumb.
Yeah, it's the budget, man. They get low on that budget. They're like, let's walk 2 blocks over with the cameras.
Yeah.
Let's
film this one. Instead of filming this one in space, let's film it on Earth.
Yeah.
The characters are going to Earth.
They're going to Earth.
So we're gonna fly the camera crew spaceship down to Earth and film this one on Earth.
So. Oh wait.
Are you just getting what I was saying now?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I was lost in the majesty of space, and then I thought they filmed this one. This one they filmed on Earth, I thought. You're wrapping. Get wrapped around it. It's a lot.
So you just believe in the episode completely?
Yes. No, I don't. Of course, I'm not. I'm not an idiot. But in that moment, I was.
You're like, okay.
They filmed this one on Earth, I thought.
You're like, how high were you?
I mean, I was up in space.
It's definitely a high thought, where it's like, dude, they went to Earth. The whole production was here, and we didn't even know.
I can only blame my natural brain, whatever state it rests at by default.
Metaphile state.
Yeah. But yeah, they filmed this one on Earth is a real thought that I had.
It sucks I didn't catch on to that sooner. It is a funny premise.
Yeah.
And I feel like we kind of got hung up on me not getting it and being like, it's so funny that they cut costs.
No, because we did that, and then when we were done doing that, and I restated my actual thought, I saw in your eyes, he does not get yet how stupid I really was. And so, but then I got you there, and we made it there, and so we had both things.
We're both that stupid now. Hell yeah.
Oh, God. It's not the end of the show, but...
Well, we're both that stupid.
We're both that stupid. Were you at home that stupid?
Are you a real Metaphiles fan?
Yeah, if you were really a fan, you'd be as stupid as we are when we're stupid, and as smart as we are when we're smart.
Yeah, it's a roller coaster ride,
Yeah. Why hammocks? We know why.
We know why.
We know why. I mean, beyond all the, you don't get screw worm when you're in one.
Yeah.
They're comfortable.
Yeah. You will not. There's no way to not be relaxed in a hammock.
No.
It's for relaxation. That's why.
Yeah.
That's why.
You could be in the hammock, and you're looking at your toes, and your toes are in the hammock. There's a string that goes from the hammock to the tree.
Okay.
Top of the tree catches on fire. Tree is burning down. I am going to stay in the hammock for a couple more seconds.
Yeah. I got about.
I can squeeze it a couple more minutes in.
You just fall asleep. About to burn to death, and you're like, oh, just hit the snooze button.
Or just watch the show. Front row seat.
Yeah. Word. Well, there you go. Yeah. Obviously, come on. Pinewood Lanes.
Oh my god.
Even myself not being possessed by the invocation of a hammock. Not being I'm past surprise.
Yeah.
And when it comes to hammocks.
You're no sycophant.
I'm no sycophant. I'm just like, that's a hammock. Whatever, there's a couch. I can just go like this. And I'm fine, but if I'm really stressing out, or if I'm on Mars, I'm going to go into that hammock.
Yeah. We discovered last episode theme songs that Pinewood Lane has a theme song. We knew it, even though we didn't know it. Yeah. But from now on, I think, whenever anything goes to Pinewood, we should hear it, but the only way we can hear it is if we do it, because it's the only way it's copyright safe.
Oh, you're right. Okay.
So, hammocks, they're going to Pinewood.
Going to Pinewood.
La 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 la
la. I wish I knew the words.
We'll learn them. We'll learn them over time.
Okay. That was a good enough start.
Yeah. We do need to know what the villain of the hammock is. Standing up.
The DMV.
Screw worm.
Screw worm.
The DMV. Why?
Standing in a line, the last place you want to be standing up.
Yeah. Yeah, being in line at the DMV is pretty far away from being in a hammock.
Nuclear bombs. That could be the villain of hammocks.
Yup.
If you're in a hammock, the one thing that could make you be like, oh shit, instead of like just asleep.
Yeah.
It's a nuclear bomb.
Very hard to duck and cover in a hammock.
Yeah. You're like, I'm in a hammock, there's not a fucking thing that could happen that could make me give a single shit.
Yeah.
Nuclear bomb.
Yeah.
Make you open one eye. You're like,
yeah. You're not hitting the snooze. If you see that mushroom cloud, you're not.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, nuclear bomb.
Worked villain.
For me. Yeah, probably gonna come up a lot, but hey, it's an evil thing.
Yeah, it's the villain of everything.
Yeah.
Okay.
So great. Do we end on something? Do we just do it? What do you think?
Oh, you know what? Welcome to Leia Players. We're back. Second time.
Oh, look, there's that hammock again.
The beach, the hammock.
Leia Players Beach, great place for a hammock. Leia Players.
We're back.
Wow.
We're back. So I think an idea for a podcast that could be a better podcast than this podcast, and also the podcast that I suggested that I pitched before in the first Leia Players, potentially couches. That's the podcast.
Couches.
Couch pod. You know?
Is it we just point microphones at a couch?
Yep, you just invite a bunch of people over to your place, like, party. You know, there's a couch way back there, and it's like kind of away from the party and quieter, and there's cameras pointed at it. But it's the only place to sit in the whole place.
Yeah. But we don't see the people's faces. The cameras are aimed at the couch itself.
It's aimed at the couch, like front on, but it just, and people come and go, and you see and hear what people talk about and stuff. That you're just sitting there, it's just the couch cast. And you can hear it. Again, it's audible. It's not like party volume. It's audible, so you can actually hear what they're saying. And you'd have to get waivers, you know, consent shit and stuff like that. That'd be the podcast.
Okay.
Can't do that in a hammock. Can't fit that many people in a hammock.
You could in that one that Malin Ackerman was in.
Oh yeah. Give her an Emmy, a daytime Emmy at least.
She was not that happy to be in New Jersey, I'm sure. Nothing against New Jersey. Although I think we've named it something, but I don't know. But, so I don't know how we do the couch cast.
How's that?
Well, normally you say what the podcast is, and we do the podcast. I don't know how we do this one.
All right, well, we just sat down at the couch at the couch cast.
It's a good party.
Hey, there's nowhere to fucking sit. Have you noticed that?
I did. Also,
I was waiting for this couch to open up for like 15 minutes.
I also noticed it is a 15-minute wait time on the couch.
At least.
So we don't have a ton of time here. But I did notice. I'm Zach, by the way. Nice to meet you.
Jay.
Hey, nice to meet you.
Yeah.
Great party.
Yeah.
I mean, the 15 minutes on the couch rule is weird. But otherwise, like...
There's no hummus.
No. Everybody jumped in the pool, which means it's a good party. Mm-hmm. So I guess I was just going off that, really. But I did notice...
Yeah.
When I sat down on the couch, I went, huh. And then you sat down on the couch, and you also went, huh.
Yeah. I do that.
That just seems weird. Yeah.
Should we start a podcast?
Should it be called Metaphiles?
Should we have done like 37 episodes of it already?
Should we talk about the world, and the why topics every week?
Yeah. Should we? We should even be like during an episode right now.
Once we have the podcast, we should have a segment on the podcast called Leia Plays.
Oh, yeah,
where we describe a potentially different podcast that's better than the podcast that we are doing, which will be called The Metaphiles. And on one of the episodes of that, it should be this.
Sitting on this fucking couch?
This right now, the origin story of the podcast itself.
So everything up into what we're talking about right now, that part of that segment of the podcast that we're going to make in the future...
It's all...
Everything before that was just leading up to that we just started talking about right now on this couch?
This would all be part of it.
Who would fucking do that?
I think we would. But we should leave the part out about how we make the noise when we sit down, because that didn't seem like it was going to be very good content.
We'll see when we get there. Because it might change.
All right.
Yeah.
When we're there, and if when we're there, this is in it, then that means it was good.
Okay, agreed.
Okay.
Agreed. Okay, so if we... Okay. I think this is a great idea.
Yeah. Do you want to start with one about names?
Sure, why not?
Okay.
Why not? And then we can make like all the rest after that like better and better and better and better and better.
Yeah.
Until people are like, they can't believe how fucking good it is.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then we drop this. What we're talking about.
This one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the entire convo that we're having from like now to even when it ends, like the whole fucking thing.
Because like...
Just for
when people learn this origin story, it is going to be mind-blowing to them. So we need to save it for like a really landmark episode. Say like number 39. Or 38 even.
Sure.
Like one of those nice...
Whichever one comes
numbers.
Yeah.
Just leading up to like a big 38.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's do that.
Hey, your 15 minutes are up. Ding, ding. Back to the yard.
It's like
hey, man,
fucking prison at this party, right?
Hey, don't forget about me.
Okay.
Don't forget about me.
Wait.
This is the part of the podcast that I'll remember.
That I'll remember. Yeah, yeah. All right, hey, easy. I'm getting off the couch.
Bye, James. Hello there. It's almost the end of the show, but not quite. I'm Zach Caffrey,
I'm Jason Ford.
and you just watched the episode of Metaphiles that you watched, and now you're seeing this, and it's the part where we say, it's like us, subscribe to us, comment about it,
Get on our shit.
get on it, build a little community with us. You're all a part of it. It's a nice little world we have here.
It's just a big ball of liking and subscribing and comments.
And it's wonderful to do. And you like doing it. You do.
You do.
You do.
Yeah, you do.
And this week, why not make a comment about bye.
Bye-bye.
Metaphiles.